Hey everybody, welcome to FunnelHackerTV. We are so excited to have you guys here. As you guys know, we've been introducing all the speakers who are at Funnel Hacking Live. Today we have a really special guest for you. This is taking us back to when FunnelHackerTV got started. And it's also going to be like one of those moments where you might wonder, am I in the right place? And is Funnel Hacking Live right for me? And all these things. This is going to give you so many answers. It's going to be glorious. So excited to have you guys here. Let's go ahead and jump into the intro and we'll get started.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. As Ben said, we have an awesome guest joining us today. I'm going to introduce him, but first, real quick, make sure that you guys are subscribed to all the notification places. There should be a link in the comments. There we go, 208-231-3797. Text FHTV to that. And you're going to want to make sure you're getting the notifications because we're just getting started. I think we're on guest number 3 or 4 now, and there's a lot more to go. There's a lot more to go.
I think this is one of those Funnel Hacking Lives where we have the most speakers we've ever had. Russell just keeps adding them on. And like, I think we have something like 24, 28.
Yeah.
It's just huge.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And we're going to speak to them, as many of them as possible, so you can get to know them ahead of Funnel Hacking Live. So you know what to expect when you get there from each of them. And almost all of them are giving a special bonus when you buy your Funnel Hacking Live ticket. So it is in your best interest to be here so you know what bonuses you're getting.
No joke. And I'm going through the bonuses and just kind of seeing what everyone's giving. And I'm serious, like there are full courses, like people do whole webinars for just these one little things. They are fabulous. They are spectacular. And they're pivot moments in your business. And so it's killer what everybody's giving.
Yes, it's so exciting. Okay, so let's get our guest on. He is killing it with short form content. He didn't start there though, and he's going to tell us the story of what changed, of why he's doing what he's doing, and his whole experience there. So let's go ahead and bring him on. This is Eric Thayne, and welcome.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yes, good. So awesome to have you here. So
yeah, thanks for having me on.
Okay. I don't know, Ben, you get the ball rolling because you have something specific you want Thayne or Eric to start with.
Yeah, absolutely. So like there's certain things that like the first time that I heard Eric's name was as we were preparing for Funnel Hacker TV and getting all this ready. Eric was going to be speaking at the Inner Circle event where we did our first Funnel Hacker TV. And I'd heard that somebody spoke on short form content and it blew everybody's mind and it readjusted how Russell wanted to do everything. From Mastermind in Paradise, but I wasn't there. Susan was. And which teaches me a horrible lesson of not going places when I have an invite. I should just go. And being where you should be when you have the opportunity. And so like I had that moment where I was like, shoot, I missed something. But Eric came and he spoke at the Inner Circle event. So we got to summarize it there. But it's really cool to have you, dude, because now I've seen you work with Russell. You guys hit out how many short form videos in a day? Like he was bragging all about it on social media afterward.
Yeah, we shot 50 videos in one day, and you know, not just like you know, some people like pump them out just like selfie style, just shoot videos. Like these are like high production, full crew, like lights, camera, action, the whole thing. It was a fun, long, awesome day.
Well, you had multiple locations. You had like everything was very strategic. Yeah, and I absolutely loved it. And it wasn't just .com secrets or you know that world of ClickFunnels. It also was like secrets of success and like it was branching and it was a mad day. And
yeah, so no, it was wild.
Really, really good stuff. And that's normal for Eric. I'll put that out there. But no, you do that all the time. You have a team around you that helps do this for different influencers and different businesses out there. And so first off, before we start talking about short form, you got started in the side of ClickFunnels world before short form was the thing you did. And so if you can like let everybody know like what you were doing, what you were loving about ClickFunnels and the places you were at, what you were doing at the time.
Yeah, so, I mean, I got started making videos like when I was a kid. So like I've always been creative and like tried to make videos and I got into design and website development and app development. And I even started a recording studio. I was into music and everything. So like always like creative fields but was always entrepreneurial as well. Like wanted to build a business out of it and try different things. And so I ended up getting into the ClickFunnels world when I started my first online course, which was called, I created a community called Cinema Mastery, which is for filmmakers. And I've been running a production company and I've been shooting commercials for like luxury hotel brands and software companies and shooting stuff like that with the crew and everything. And so like we did these like really cool productions. And so then I started an online course. I started teaching filmmakers how I did that, how I created those films, how I got clients, like that kind of thing. And we ended up building this community of filmmakers that we had over 15,000 paying customers in 100 countries around the world over the years that we built up, and then created this whole community. And then that was the thing that really got me into ClickFunnels, is like I started using funnels to sell those products and to make that happen before like any of this happened.
That's really awesome. Go ahead, Ben.
No, you first.
So you definitely, like, there's a lot of people that are probably watching that have done these like big pivotal moments in their lives of like, oh, I started out doing one thing, but the path took them into another place. So that's really awesome to hear. But you ended up being in a place where like things were not going well. Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk to us about like what happened during that period of like what got you out of that period?
Yeah, for sure. So when I started my my business selling online products and courses and everything through ClickFunnels, like the business is entirely built off of Facebook ads. Right. And so I had like my very first mentor coach like told me like how to build a funnel and how to run Facebook ads to it and to cruise. And like for a long time, like it just worked really well. I mean, there was the golden days of Facebook ads where it was just crushing it. Like you could sell a box of rocks on Facebook and it would sell. And you could make money with it. And it was amazing. And I don't think any of us realized like how good we had it at the time, which you never know, right? Hindsight is 2020. And so, but that's how my business was built and everything. And I remember like I would go to FHL. So something unique about me is this is actually going to be my 7th year at Funnel Hacking Live. So I've been going for a lot of years. I went my very first year. That was 2017. And that year I had a friend that invited me. I had no idea what ClickFunnels was. I didn't know like anything about any of this. I was using ClickFunnels as a software product. And that's how I thought it was just like a software company. I went to FHL. I found out very quickly that this is not just a software company. There's a lot more to this than that, in the community and everything. And it was like a party and there were lights and it was like crazy. and it was just a blast. But I remember going to those FHLs and like every single year, like Russell would always talk about publishing content and creating content. And I remember him saying like, you need to publish every day. And like, if you publish every day, I'm convinced that like you'll find your voice and you'll become financially free. And like, it's important to publish. And I honestly would just never do it. And I'm sure there's some people out there listening that you've probably had an experience where Russell told you to do something and you ignored it and you didn't do it. And then what happened? Well, what happened for me is that for a long time, everything kept going great. Right. And I was running my business with Facebook ads. We were growing. We ended up joining the 2 Comma Club X program, went in there, started growing and learning all the things that we could about how to grow the business. Ended up getting a 2 Comma Club award. So did that and then joined the Inner Circle, and then everything was amazing. And then this whole thing happened a couple of years ago. And how deep you guys want me to keep going with the story? Like,
yeah, please.
Yes, please.
I mean, I'll tell the story a little bit more in detail at FHL, but because this is a crazy, crazy story. But this whole thing happened with Facebook, where Facebook ads essentially got kind of wiped out by Apple, and there was this whole battle between them. And then Facebook ads stopped working as well as they used to. And it left me and my business in a really bad place, like really struggled. And I remember like showing up at FHL, like all those years, like, you go and you sit in the chair and you watch the speakers and you see the people getting their awards and getting the 2 Comma Club award, and like you think that you're doing everything right, and then you have a little bit of success, and then it's like great, but then it comes crashing back down, and you're like, what is going on? And like, how do I fix this? And I was in one of those moments where it was like what do I do? Like, I've got to make a change here. And I've got to figure something out, because this whole business model that I built everything off of, like, wasn't working anymore. And so I had to figure out what to do.
Yeah. That's
Dang.
scary. So you told this story. So I've heard it twice now. You've been speaking at the last few events. And so I'm excited for everyone else to hear the more details at FHL. But there's a key part in your story where, like, you were at the bottom of everything, right? And you didn't know what you were going to do. You were ready to go to a ClickFunnels sponsored event, and I think you said that you almost didn't go, right? Because you felt like you didn't actually belong there. What ultimately made you go, and what did that do for you?
Yeah. So the business was bad. And we had, as part of, and this all happened like right after I made my payment to the inner circle. And so then, like, we just like did that, and then everything started crashing. And I was like, no, what is going on? I don't know what I'm going to do here. And so we had the Mastermind in Paradise coming up in this was a couple years ago now, in Mexico, where we were all going to be going hanging out with Inner Circle and 2CCX and Russell and everything. And, this party that we do once a year. And I went to that event, but it was like I couldn't afford to be there. And I was like, should I actually spend the money to do this? Which just felt so crazy, because like everything that everybody views as like success, like we had the 2 Comma Club award, and we made millions of dollars, and we had all this stuff happen. And then to get to a point where like I couldn't afford to like go to this thing that I was paying for, like it just was like really hard. And I remember going there and just thinking like, what am I doing here? And like, I can't afford this. And like, I was stressed out and like, not sure if I should be there, and like that whole thing. But I had to make the most of it. And I think the important thing is that I went, right? I went to the event, and we all know, like, the reason why we go to FHL year after year, and the reason we go to these events and everything, is because that just like one idea or one conversation that you have with somebody could be the thing that completely changes your trajectory forever. And that was what happened for me at that, that Mastermind in Paradise, was through like a conversation with a few people that I talked to at that event. It gave me this idea of this switch that I needed to make in my business in order to take things to the next level, or at least try to. So do you want me to talk about that?
Yes.
I think that was,
Yes,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So
I think that's great. I just like real quick, I'm glad you mentioned, like, this is why we go to events, right? Like, you never know what the conversation is that you're going to have. You never know what little nugget you're going to take that's just going to change everything for you. So yeah, thanks for telling that. Okay, continue.
Yeah. And I will say, like, it was the first Mastermind in Paradise that was the thing where I got the golden nugget that I needed, that actually scaled me to 2 Comma Club in like 6 months. So it was like super fast growth. And that's a whole nother story, but I'd had that experience, right? I knew, like, I'm going to talk to somebody, like something's going to happen. And so I had this idea, and I decided at that event that I'm going to shut down all of my Facebook ads because like it was just so expensive, and it just wasn't working. We were going like into debt further and further and further. And I decided I'm going to shut down all my Facebook ads, and I'm going to go all in on creating short form videos on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts every single day. And so I started doing that, like literally at the resort. I made my first 3 videos. I went out into the resort and like tried to find a place that had a beautiful backdrop, which is easy to find there. But most importantly, I was looking for somewhere where nobody would see me doing it, because I was so embarrassed to be making these videos. Because like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm an introvert, right? And I'm like, I don't like being on camera, and I don't want to create content. And it was one of the reasons that I'd always like struggled to do it. But I went out and made those first 3 videos. I started posting them online. And then when I got home, I started posting every single day. And I had tried to do this consistently before, but like it always fallen off or gotten into something else. And it was hard to like be consistent with content, because when you can just like put a little bit of money into ads and like you just see leads come in, and like that's all you have to do, it's hard to spend all the time and energy on creating content and all that stuff. And so but obviously when things like the Facebook ads stopped working for me and for my business, then I knew I had to do something different. So I started posting every day. I started creating content. I started publishing, talking about it every single day. And, for 2 months of doing that, I was actually losing followers every single day for 2 months. So literally, like, imagine making a video every single day and posting it and watching as it gets like very few views and a little bit of engagement, and doing that like every single day, and then seeing your following count just go down, 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 down. Like how many people would continue after like 5 days of that, right?
Right.
Like a week or two or a month, like 2 months of that. Because, and the reason why I kept going is because I made the commitment. This time I said, you know what? I'm listening to Russell. He said post every day for a year. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And so I made a commitment to do it, and I started doing it. And, the first 2 months were like that. Second 2 months went about flat in terms of followers. And then sometime around month 5, things just went skyrocketed and started taking off. And it was just crazy.
Now, at Inner Circle, Mastermind in Paradise, you talk about what those pivot moments are, like those little things that you realize that you need to be doing inside of your shorts in order to make sure that they are quality every step of the time. And it was more quality versus quantity in every single one. And you gave that like massively in depth. And it was like I took notes after watching the Mastermind in Paradise replays, and it was just a tad different than what you taught at Inner Circle. And it was just like, oh my gosh, and this is different than that. And just the formulas and be able to break it apart was absolutely spectacular. I cannot wait for you all to learn it. Can we get a little sneak peek at kind of what it might be?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll give you a little sneak peek. I don't want to give it away.
Just a
We're
little.
going to be talking about it. But basically what I did is like, okay, so things started taking off, and then, we're giving you like the short version of the story, but like this completely saved my business completely, like, and then saved it and then started growing it. And now I have a business that's making more money, that's more fun, that's more fulfilling. Everything's so much better. And we're hardly spending money on ads, and it's all through organic traffic. And so it was like amazing what was able to happen just because of this process of how I made the videos. Now, when I started out making the videos, I didn't know what I was doing. I just started making videos every single day. And I did it for about probably about 6 months, if not like 8 months of creating content consistently, where it was the point where it had taken off and it was doing really well. And now we're getting a ton of followers and gained like over 100,000 followers on Instagram, built up this whole following and everything. And then there was some point where, Russell asked me to come and like teach this process to the people at the Mastermind in Paradise the next year, which is a really cool like full circle moment, because I came from like struggling at that one, made a decision, did it for like 8 months, 10 months. And then like 10 months later, like Russell noticed what I was doing, and he's like, I want you to come and teach this to the people that, at this crowd at the same exact event. And, a year later, like Russell said, if you publish for a year later, like you'd be in a completely different place. And I absolutely was. And so like now is in a place where I got to come and be on stage and teach the audience and teach them what I was doing. And so what I did is I was like, I got to share this, this process with people and like make it successful for them. So what I did is I went back through all of my best performing videos. So you know how you have like some videos that have like 2,000 views, and then some that are like 5 or 10,000 views, but then you have those ones that take off and they're like 100,000, 200,000 views. I was like, okay, what if I just gathered all of those videos and started to look for patterns and trends? And so I took all those videos that had like the most views. I started looking at them like, what is the same here? And I realized that like pretty much all of them followed the exact same framework. Okay. The exact same thing that I was doing without even realizing it, that I was doing in these videos. And I took that framework and turned it into this structure, this framework. And I taught that to everyone at Mastermind in Paradise. And I said, here's the framework that I'm going to show you. And I gave them the framework, and I actually put it into this like workbook, this booklet where it has like breaks it all down for like how, like what the best performing hooks are, and like how to start the video, and like what do you tell next, and then how you tell like bullet points, and then how do you make the video lighting look good and everything. And so it's all in like this little booklet. And it was really funny. Like I got up on stage, I taught the whole thing. I gave everybody one of those booklets at the event, and what happened was like insane. Okay, so first things first, I got off stage. Russell came backstage, and he was like, dude, that was amazing. That was so good. He's like, I didn't even know you had that in you. Like, that was incredible. Like love that. Like my wife, Colette, was like jumping over people trying to get one of those booklets, and like people were fighting over them and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. I didn't even know it was that good. Right. And so people were like fighting over these booklets and everything. But then I think the biggest thing is that, for the next like couple days at the resort, which there was like a day or two left, people started making content. And that was the biggest thing, is that they took that framework and they started creating videos and actually doing it. Like all these people that had struggled to do it over time and hadn't been able to like figure out how to be consistent with it, they took that and they actually started doing it. It started happening, and people were going out into the resort and they were making videos like mirroring my experience from when I got started. They were making the videos, they're getting out there and like posting them on Facebook and everything. We're seeing them. And the people who have been consistent since then for the last few months, like have started to get viral videos. They've started to have like ones that have taken off. They're building a following. They're starting to get their message out there. And it was just crazy what happened. And so it was so cool seeing that, like that, just that little booklet, that one thing, just break it down so simple for people that they were able to start doing it and actually do it consistently and actually start to see success with this process.
Yeah, it's, you know, I wish you guys all could have been there so that you got the momentum from that. And like, if you don't have a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live yet, you need it. Russell has been like, if you've ever been to Funnel Hacking Live before, there are times when it's been really rah-rah, where it's been like super motivational and supportive. Other times where it's been, these are the keys and what's working. And it's been a mix of those. This is one of the very few times where almost every single speaker is somebody inside of the community. This is what's working for Eric. This is what's working. And they take each single piece and it becomes a powerhouse of people who are in the community, changing the community. And it's going to be an absolutely spectacular. I wish we could give that framework to everybody, man. That is amazing.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if people had that framework now and did it over the next couple months before Funnel Hacking Live, where you guys could be right now?
I mean, I'm just saying, like if you could get a head start, that would be awesome, because you'd be able to like actually like get a feel for how this process works before like I come on stage and teach you like exactly like the whole process. Like that'd be cool, but I just don't think there's any way we can
No, we can do that. Is there a way we can incentivize people to do it? So like, is there something like if they get a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live, could we do something there?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the thing is, like, I've only ever printed out like a few hundred copies of this booklet, and it's the only ones. And they went to Mastermind in Paradise, and then there was like a limited run. That was it. Nobody else has gotten that, and it was a special thing that I did for Russell, and that I wanted to give to like the people there because like he wanted me to teach it to them, and so I did that for the Inner Circle and for 2CCX. So like this has never gone out to the public before, so. Yeah, I don't know. It would be like it would be a never before done thing for sure.
Well, if you if you would be open to it, like right now, everyone's tossing in their bonuses. That'd be an amazing cake topper. That'd be sick.
I mean, if everybody else is putting in bonuses,
well, so let us know. Let us know really quick. Let us know if you want it. So if you guys are watching, let us know if this is something that you would want. Would you want to be able to have like the booklet, the process that Eric gave at one moment for a small group of coaching clients who left the country in order to get said booklet? He didn't even give it in the Inner Circle. He just referred to it. He said somebody else will have it. So reach out to them. Like this is, would you want that?
Does anybody want that?
I mean, I gotta say, I have one of them because I was in Mexico, and it is awesome. Like, you guys want this? Put it in
Renee
the chat.
is saying I want it. Tommy is saying yes. We've got Beautiful Journey saying I want it. We've got Danny. Yes, everyone's saying please.
They do want it. Okay. I'm just say one more thing about this thing. Like when I put that out there and I started sharing it with people and taught the people in Mexico, like. Not only did Russell come backstage and go like, that was amazing, that was super cool, but he actually came and he was like, look, literally, I want you to like follow this framework for me and my brands and like all of the brands and like ClickFunnels and like all the different brands that he has. He's like, I want my videos to do this. He was like, I want Secrets of Success to do this. And so we actually were hired by Russell, and then that was why we went and shot 50 videos for him and started creating content for him as well. And so, if Russell's doing this, like it must be, I guess it's probably somewhat legit. I don't know.
And it's the same framework. The 50 videos that you went and recorded for him are this same framework. Yeah.
The exact same process. Yep.
All right. I think we've got Renee and Andy. Yes. I think that they all want it. Do you think you can make it happen, Eric?
People said that they want it. They can pull my leg. a little bit, and we'll do this for everybody who buys a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live, which, come on, like, you should be doing that anyway. This is no brainer. There's a reason that I'm going for the 7th time this year. Then we will just give you that worksheet for free. How about that?
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you.
That is absolutely
and then you guys have to use it. Like, buy your ticket now so you can get it as soon as we can get it into the members area for those that are ticket holders. And then you can start recording. It's all laid out in the pamphlet that he's giving. Well, it'll be a digital PDF. And you could be so much further ahead by the time you even get to FHL.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome.
And FHL is all about how to make sure that you're setting yourself up right so that way you can start to grow your business. So where do you send all the traffic once you're able to start generating it? This is the process to start getting this going. This is your flywheel. This is getting your flywheel moving, getting it slowly pumping so that way you get it moving into a system where traffic comes consistently, and then you'll know exactly where to point it to. And it's going to be absolutely spectacular. And then you get to learn from Eric all the ways in order to tweak it just to make it just right so that way it blows up.
Yeah, and the awesome thing is, like, this is going to be like, if you take this thing and you start like actually following the process and creating the videos and everything, it'll help you get to a place where like you kind of understand the process a little bit. And then like when I come on stage and I teach even more deeply the system, like, it'll make a lot more sense to you, because it's so much easier to like help somebody grow when they've already kind of seen how it works and already tried it for themselves. And then when we actually start doing it there, then I can like really go deep with you, and you'll be able to actually be even way more successful at it. And so yes, we'll do that. So like, for everybody who buys a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live, you're gonna be able to get the booklet for free, and it'll show you the process and everything. You'll be able to get started with that. And then I do have one other like huge, amazing thing that I'm going to be doing for everyone at FHL. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. I know you guys are interested, but nobody's going to know. But just know there's even more coming. That's going to be like, that's going to take like what you're getting right now, and then it's just going to go like deep. And it's all free. Man. No, there's no like price point on it or anything like that. We're just going to be giving it away. So you can be looking forward to that at FHL. And so
that's awesome.
Only at FHL.
Oh, if you do not have your tickets, guys, like, the offer stack just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So you're not just getting the recordings from every Funnel Hacking Live that Russell's ever done. You're not just getting all the Inner Circle bonuses from Russell's birthday party. You're also getting this speakers bonuses, including Eric Thayne's framework for how to I want to drop the name. It's follow the framework in order to, you have to go and see it. Follow the framework in order to be able to scale your short form videos. It is absolutely sick. And then you're going to want to be there for Funnel Hacking Live, because now at this point I'm freaking out. I want to know.
I want to know what you're giving at FHL. Like, we don't know that.
We'll find out.
It's a secret. We'll find out when we're there.
Figure it out.
Have that open
Funnel
loop,
hacking
right?
secrets.
Absolutely. Gosh, Eric, thank you for being on today so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Definitely make sure you're subscribed to everything. We'll have more Funnel Hacking Live speakers joining us in the coming weeks. And we will, today's Thursday. Yeah, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Go get your tickets.
Yeah, let's go.
There are so many people walking around who don't know that they can change the world.
You were born to do something great with your life. As an entrepreneur, you're going to have painful experiences, but all pain is temporary. And if you can survive it, you will meet another version of yourself.
I was just numb. We were racking up credit cards. We stopped paying for our house. We literally were selling furniture out of our home.
I felt trapped and exhausted by my life, and I couldn't see a way out.
I felt like a shell of who I was made to be.
In life, you are most capable of helping the person you used to be. If you used to be broke, you can help broke people. If you used to be broken, you can help broken people.
It starts with you. You hear the call. You feel it. It's beating, it's pulsing. I'm made for something more.
We get scared.
And then fear hits us.
The little voices in the back of our head.
I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. The driven say, no, I'm going to do it. The driven are you guys here today.
More people are finding their breaking point and waking up.
I have a calling. Yesterday I realized I have to do this.
There's a soul here at ClickFunnels.
I felt like I had gone through the wardrobe of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I was just like, what is this magical place that makes billionaires?
I'm going to show you the magic trick that's made me all of my money.
My best-selling framework.
You have to start out closing if you're going to end up
82%
closing.
82% of customers trust influencers.
This better blow your mind and allow you to predict the future. People need aliveness and meaning again.
Who do you want to become? What do you want to felt and experience in this one precious life?
You wouldn't be able to tell, but I ran the New York Marathon when I was 19. Life happened and my mom passed away. One of my daughters had a traumatic brain injury, wasn't expected to live.
When you meet somebody that continues to push through adversity, that is the definition of an entrepreneur. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sponsor you through this journey because everybody deserves an opportunity. What you do with it is up to you.
People feel a sense of belonging here.
It feels like home. It's so encouraging because if they can do it, so can I.
It starts with saying, hey, next year we're going to get that.
Russell has a way of teaching that makes success faster.
In my opinion, he's the best marketer who ever lived.
You find exactly what your business is missing.
It's going to amplify every campaign you do.
If you've been thinking there has to be a better way to do this than what you're being told, I'm here to tell you you're right.
People might say you're too young or you're too old or your body's not right or you didn't go to the right school. Then one day, they're telling people how they met you.
FunnelHacking Live changed my entire life because now I know what I'm going to do next.
Your family's going to be blessed. Your legacy's going to be blessed. Movements are about to be birthed.
My story hopefully gave women permission.
If you believe me, stand to your feet.
You do not have to be great to get started, but you have got to start if you ever want to be great.